Love Gun by Kiss. And I figured if we're going to do a Kiss cover, we might as well use a Paul Stanley signature Ebenezer Iceman as well, as he uses as well. Now, just for the fun of it, we put on green strings, looks cool, and now we're going to get serious. The cool thing about this song is it starts off with nice triplets. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. So you can actually hear the rhythm 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. And the next part's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So it's going to sound something like this with the backtrack. And then the song starts. Now, everything is power chords, so what we want to do is first of all focus in where to find those power chords. And you know the power chords because most hard rock bands like Kiss use power chords the whole way through. But secondly, on your PDF file, you'll notice all the chords have got an extension that says 5. 5 means power chord. Now at the bottom of the page as well, you'll see there's a guitar neck illustration with the notes showing us where to find D sharp, C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, all those notes. You know where to play the power chords. So if you're not sure how or where to find the power chords, in other words, where do I play B5, for example, let me know and I'll send you a dedicated power chord tutorial as well. But for now, I'm going to just quickly run through the chords as they appear. D sharp takes place at fret number 6. And you'll notice I'm using my pinky on the 4th string from the bottom, fret number 8. Now there are more ways to play power chords. I'm only playing 2 strings at a time. Sometimes I put my pinky flat so I can get 3 strings. Some guitarists like their power chords like that. Bit of an overview, so they're using finger 1, 3 and 4. That also works really well. You need to switch off the overdrive so it doesn't make unnecessary string noise there. And there we go, quieter. This is also fine for a power chord shape, or you can use 3 fingers. So the same chord, noise back, you can play it like this, you can play it like that, or you can play it like that. All acceptable. That's D sharp, 1st finger, fret 6. Okay. So the 1st fret, or the 1st finger, is going to determine the name of the power chord. In other words, what's the name of the note. The next phrase you're going to have, which is going to be F sharp, G sharp, F sharp, C sharp, B. It's at the top of the page where it says intro. The F sharp is going to take place from fret number 4 on string 4. And you'll notice that the pinky is no longer underneath the ring finger like it was for the D sharp power chord. It's now fret higher. And that's because of the B strings tuning. So this is going to be F sharp power chord. These are the individual notes. So you can hear the notes. And if you combine them, you've got your chord. Okay. Now from the F sharp, you jump up 2 frets from fret 4, counting the 1st finger, to fret 6 for G sharp, back to F sharp, fret 4, jump up a string. Notice the pinky is no longer there, it comes back underneath, or you can just do that as we did for the D sharp, and then you jump down to B. B is fret number 2. So slow motion if I take it through there. If you want to play it through with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, F sharp, D sharp, F sharp, C sharp, D. That's that phrase, and it needs to be quite quick. You need to get. So it's a nice exercise to get your power chords nice and accurate. Fingers 2 and 3, they look like they're fretting, but they're not. They're just sort of touching the top strings to make sure that that string doesn't vibrate like that. It helps keep my guitar's string noise under control. Okay. Now, the next 4 notes are C sharp written in a small font, followed by D sharp, C sharp, D sharp in the standard size. What that means is you must go from the small C sharp, very quick, up like that. Okay, nice and quick slide. And it slides up to the D sharp in fret number 6. Now the reason for being small is you don't want to hear this. This is wrong. Because there's definitely 2 notes. Okay. This one, you can hear the effect of the slide, and that's why the C sharp is written smaller. It's to create the effect. You're sliding from C sharp really quick to the D sharp. Then after that, normal C sharp, normal D sharp. But to demonstrate it, let's get a bit of a different view so you can get the strumming hand in as well there, so you can see the movements. You'll notice my palm is on the bridge to keep me location, so you don't want the hand in the air. It gives you nice positioning if you take advantage of the bridge over here and the tailpiece. But rewinding, and we're going to play through from the beginning. Are you ready with the D sharp? Here goes. Singing. Now before we go to the next part of the song, I'm going to do it one more time, but more focus head on to the power chords, so you can see the finger movement, the finger placement, how the pinky interacts with the F sharps and the G sharp, how it changes when you come up to the fifth string as a root note and all those things. So rewind and one more time through, and you're going to focus predominantly on the fretting hand. Starts and Paul Stanley starts singing. Now, for the verse, it actually gets a lot easier. But you'll notice that after the D sharp, just before the second phrase where he sings, I love what you got, you're going to have D sharp, and then a very quick F sharp, C sharp, D sharp leading into it. Notice with the F sharp, watch that pinky, okay? Otherwise you're going to get this, and this is not going to sound good. Doesn't sound good, eh? You need to get that, okay, to get the accuracy. And that's just simply going to be. And the second time round, he does the same sort of F sharp, C sharp change, but he changes down to B by fret number 2, okay? And then from there, C sharp, back to D sharp, and then the entire sequence is repeated, okay? What I'm going to do now is going to focus more on the fretting hand again, take it from the absolute beginning, because I'd like us to be able to build the song, and I'd like you to be able to play it the whole way through continuous, in other words, not with broken pieces. So play along with me now, get your D sharp in place, let's try this. A longer slide to the G sharp. Okay, now that part there, you saw the slide, and that is G sharp. G sharp is going to take place on the 6th string, 4th fret. Let it ring. C sharp directly underneath it. You can see it's a nice simple change from G sharp to C sharp. Strum from the 6th string, strum from the 5th string. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Back to the D sharp, and for the bridge, all the notes ring. There's no sort of or anything strange, like just straight one strum, let them ring. Back to G sharp, and your introduction. And then back to your, like that. Now to finish off with it, I'm going to try and get both left and right hands into the view, get a different angle, and we're going to play through the whole way from the beginning. Are you ready? That's where you say yes. as that. Now, remember, I'm also sending across the audio track. So you're going to receive a track with only the bass and the drums on so that you can play these chords along with it. I hope you have lots of fun with the power chords. If there's any questions regarding the power chords, please drop me a WhatsApp so I can help you out there. It's very important for hard rock, for metal, power chords, anything with a 5 attached to it. E5, B5 means E power chord, B power chord, 5 means power chord. And I hope you have an awesome loud week. Take care. Thank you.